All right. So what's the difference between a subculture and a counterculture? When we think about subcultures, one of the simplest ways to think about subcultures is to think about I would back in my day we called them hyphenated Americans. If you were talking about someone who's Irish American, Italian American, someone who's Mexican American, African American, those would be considered subgroups, subcultures in our society. The reason why is because they do everything. They speak English and go to school and do everything that people in the mainstream United States do. It's just that there's a little bit of flavor added onto it. Rather than it's like I tell people with my household, rather than bread, we would always have rice. That's a little bit of flavor. You're still eating regular food. You're still eating chicken or meat or, well, in vegetarians' case, cheese or vegetables or broccoli. But the rice was something that I knew that I could expect, but it was, like I said, subculture, or it was a little bit different than the mainstream culture. Another one would be like music genres. My son, I know you're going to trip out about this. I have a 22-year-old son. And he plays death metal. He plays bass for a death metal band. And there's a way of talking, a way of interacting, a way of dressing in that culture where you can let people know immediately what kind of music you listen to. They look at the band shirts, and it's not just having a band shirt, it's specific bands that represent specific genres and that you are speaking each other's language. Another subculture would be like on a basketball court. You're doing everything that people in the United States would do, but there's a way of dressing that'll help you get picked earlier than way of dressing that will help you not get picked earlier in regards to, just playing a pickup basketball game. While countercultures, on the other hand, countercultures are generally going to be considered weird. Like whoa, like it's going to push you back a little bit, like hate groups. Whether it be the Ku Klux Klan, whether it be the New Black Panthers, whether it be the Nation of Islam, whether it be skinheads or whatever, those are going to be groups that are going to be considered countercultural, that they're going against what we think of as equality in the United States, and that's something that people in the United States tend to value, right? Another counterculture would be like anarchists. Well, I mean, that's by very definition that they're a counterculture because they're going against the government. Well, the last one, this is one that's a fun one to me, is that they're called freegans. And these are people, literally, this is what they do. They literally will go to like the dumpsters of shopping centers and pick out the food because they are going against the excesses of capitalism and how capitalism causes people to throw away things, and they're like, they don't like that, and so they pick all the garbage, all the food out of the supermarket's trash cans, and then they take it home and eat it. And so that would be a little bit of an example of subculture versus counterculture.